always say about messing with salvagers and miners in the game.
I've never been so disrespected in my life. I am floating above the rock he is slurping with my interdiction on, looking directly at him. And he's just slurping away, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He tried to slurp me.
They will absolutely mess you up. You know he had... honestly. And they can hold grudges for like weeks. So, yeah. Be careful when messing with the industrial guys. It's just not worth it. Next up is a video from the beautiful mind of PC 101. Every video this guy puts out just fascinates me. He's always probing away at something interesting that not a lot of people have thought to explore. This time he's done a comparison between some places in Stanton and Pyro. Places that are built out of the same sort of prefabricated pieces, but just decorated to look completely new. And the results are just nuts. When you realise the effort it must have took to craft the intricate details to get the right look. You know, don't get me wrong, there is a bit of a lack of truly unique places in Pyro, or at least that's how I feel personally. And the copy-paste does grate on me a bit, but you could argue that they are similar for lore reasons, I guess. And they are beautiful in their own way. It's just, you know, criminal shouldn't mean filthy, always, really. I'm not saying I've been to a lot of drug dealers' houses, but my guess is, if you're running most of Pyro, you can afford a sweeping brush, you know? I'm waking up in hospital and getting tetanus before I can get my shoes on right now. Like, there's no excuse. Anyway, thank you PC101 for the effort putting this together, dude. He also made this about this penguin bar. But he made sure to not reveal the location. So it looks like us with some exploration in our blood have got some work to do. Make sure you go check out the whole video on his channel and check out the other stuff too in his streams, as there's a lot to learn from this guy. Next up, the one and only Lens Nation is back on the show with episode 2 of Top Hanger.
Have a look at this. What does that remind you of?
It's beautiful.
Does it not look like a toned sperm whale?
What? What, like a muscly sperm whale?
Yeah.
Now, it's pretty obvious to most, but if you didn't know, this was the show based on Top Gear, but about spaceships. I probably shouldn't even have explained that, and there's the usual banter about ships that emulates the playful back and forth you'll remember from the show. Nestled in there though is an outrageously well done review for the Polaris. And Lens does have the experience and the editing chops to make this look far better than the average YouTube hack normally could. Like me, who just, you know, steals everyone else's shit and rams them together like a giraffe playing freaking Mega Blocks. We then get a Polaris race with some very well positioned Drake ships to blow up along the way for no other reason than to keep Scooter's meme off fed with double dogs, it seems.
And here it is, the first casualty of war. The Miners Guild.
And it all comes together brilliantly. Even the set for the studio looks absolutely spot on. Such a mammoth undertaking it must have been, and I'm glad to say it's definitely paid off. Be sure to drop by and leave him some feedback, and hopefully we'll all somehow convince him to do another one someday. 07 Lens and crew, this was an absolute pleasure to watch, dude.
What's the point of these spacious hidey holes on each side of the bridge? Walk-in robe? An unfinished ensuite bathroom? What? I suppose if you're out cutting scrap on the surface of Hurston, they can hold around 12 undocumented workers for a current total of 24 bodies. Impressive.
Alright, let's do some Lego builds. I like a good Lego build, me. Just to look at though, I don't have the patience for any of that noise, but I can certainly appreciate the effort and the technical thought process required. This here is an RSI Scorpion with the absolutely insanely cool Stinger paint. This was made by Alternative Use 3023. You can follow the link below to go pester them for the build files and stuff if you'd like to try and get your hands on this bad boy. I don't know how any of that stuff works, I'm just trying to sound like I'm down with the cool master builder kids. We've got more though. Here's the Retaliator from Zealous Ideal Knee 50. It's got the yellow and black paint. It's got the bomb bays. It's got the modular cargo bay in there as well. This would be the one for me, I think, for reasons. I mean, I'd get there eventually, but I feel like I'd need a wee cup of tea and a nice quiet afternoon set aside. Maybe a wee tartan blanket in case I needed a nap halfway through. Like, you know, doing a jigsaw or knitting a jumper. It's not something to be rushed. It takes time and care and organisation. And my goldfish brain that I got from doom scrolling YouTube shorts just doesn't have the capacity any longer. Anyway, they also built an F8C and it's just absolutely sick. Well done guys, these builds are definitely starting to feel like we've reached some new plateau on getting these blocky beauties more refined. Up next is an informational video from Alpine Rum. The video deals with the two factions, Citizens for Prosperity and Headhunters and Pyro. Basically, it's a guide on where you'll likely run into them, what stations and what outposts they control, with accompanying graphics so you can keep for a reference. He also goes over what types of mission each faction offers and what's involved there. Also how to switch sides if you need to. For me, it was exactly what I was looking for at the time. I thought maybe some others would benefit as well. It's well researched, well presented. It's custom built for your pyro probing needs. It's a pretty short but information dense video, so I won't spoil too much here. Big appreciation to Alpine Rum for letting me feature this here. If that's something that's piqued your interest, get over there and check it out. The Space Between from Riferian 3D. This is a short film essentially about the cutter. I mean, it's not, there's definitely something deeper and sadder going on. Maybe he's saying goodbye to his original pledge ship. I'm not sure, but once I see a ship in a video, everything is about ship, I'm afraid. The whole thing was made in Blender, and there's a real love story here about the ship emerging as you watch. The music and tone is very atmospheric, almost touching dark in fact. But it's a masterful little production and a must watch. Dude was definitely flexing their creative muscles here, and I'm glad they did. Thank you Riferian for this. It was a pleasure to behold. Here was a post made by Monoblock Chair titled Best in Show Skins If They Were Good. I mean, that's a lot of confidence, not gonna lie. I think I'll be the judge. Oh, never mind, you win, dude. I mean, that Gold Zeus would just be asking for trouble in the old wallet department, if you ask me. Yeah, I've always felt the default recolors that CIG often go for with no decals is a bit lacking, really, for some of the asking prices. Maybe they're saving them as a source of finance when the game goes live. Who knows? But we know they've got great artists in there, and I feel like they're not letting them off the chain for some reason. Nice work, Monoblock Chair. Very nice work indeed. If these were real in the game, I would be all over them, dude. Polaka's Workshop has been at it again with this replica of the F7A. In fact, since the last time they were on the show, they've been up to all sorts. Check out some of these paint jobs. Like, my god. Look at this rusty old vulture. Exceptional work, as always, dude. Always glad when a new one of these drops. The next one, a lot of you may have already seen, but I just had to put it in the show. It's that scene from the Squadron 42 gameplay, but with one very distinct change. And it just lives rent-free in my head. Like, it really is the funniest, most preposterous thing that could have happened in that situation. I love it. I love it so hard, I'm not even sure why. Thank you, Ryan Caliber. You absolute freaking genius. Trist Pawn is a channel I've been following for a while. He basically takes the concept blueprints for the galaxy here and builds them out into 3D so we can walk around and get a feeling for things and how they might end up. There's a general video where he goes over the main ship, as was shown by CIG previously, and then in subsequent videos he builds up the refinery module and the cargo module as well. And it's very well done and as precise as possible given the info. It serves to really nicely capture a pretty decent representation of the scale and layout of things. And if you're anything like me, then any additional info about these concept ships normally becomes pretty irresistible. But yeah, if that piqued your curiosity, then hit the link below to investigate further. Okay, last, but certainly not least, we have this.
Ich weiß, dass das ein Multipass ist. Gott, wir lieben euch. Bist du nicht mehr ganz dicht? Showtime.
This is a full recreation of the Fifth Element trailer by Rich Spencer. And as you can see, it's absolutely perfect. I don't want to show too much of this one as it's quite short, and I'd like to get the views over there if possible, but you can probably tell already how well this has been done. Literally shot for shot. Fantastic stuff, Mr. Spencer. Absolutely made my day when I seen this dude. Appreciate the effort this must have taken, and if the time fares you well, I would love to see you tackling other trailers as well. Well done, dude. And unfortunately, that's us. That seems pretty short now that I've recorded it, even though on paper it seemed like it would take ages. So sorry about that. There's not really going to be a news section following this. There's really not that much to cover really. None of the devs have said anything revealing or interesting in a little while really. So there was this one extra thing that I found. This is a list of rare components you can find in-game on other ships. Now, I will say some of these are still on ships that can't be looted as they don't have access to components for manual detaching. So you'd have to literally have the ship all ready and move the components between ships. Or, you know, insurance claim them back and pay the balance. But the rest are stuff that you can loot from salvageable ships you encounter. And since some of these components are locked behind PvP areas in the game now, this is quite a handy little guide. And that's all for this episode, unfortunately. I think we're going to do a ship comparison video next. Maybe finally time to tackle the Vanguards. It's going to be a big video. Till then, thanks for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you again sometime. 07 guys.
Not at all, actually. I've still had plenty of times that it takes me a while to load in. That's right, Granulus. Stands for Keist.
With the new pyro system out comes with a variety of new factions, but in this video we're going to take a look at the two factions you can affiliate yourself with, the Headhunters and Citizens for Prosperity, and we're going to compare between these two factions. Currently I'm recording this in the 4.0 preview build, which is the incomplete version of 4.0, so when actual alpha 4.0 comes out, I may have to make an updated video about this depending on how much has changed. Now I'm not going to tell you which one you should choose because that's up to you. Of course, you can try to have it both ways and string them along if you can't decide by doing missions that don't involve the other faction. In fact, that's what the initial missions are when you're starting out with Headhunters and Citizens for Prosperity, or CFP, but we'll talk more about the missions later. According to the lore, the Headhunters and CFP both claim to be the good guys, but in different ways, and because of that they're sort of locked into this power struggle against each other. The CFP acts more like a police force, or at least tries to be, and Headhunters acts more like the Mafia. The thing about all of these factions in Pyro is that they all have their own locations, and Headhunters and CFP are no exceptions. On screen are all the locations owned by the CFP or Headhunters. There's a lot of them, and there are different types of them, so I've labeled them on screen. If you want more detailed information about these locations, I recommend clicking on the spreadsheet made by Chris GBG that I linked in the description. There's also the fact that in the near future, CIG plans to have some space stations in Pyro be run by the CFP, so that's also something that you should keep in mind. And this is probably one of the perks of playing both sides, cause you can access all of the locations and buy all their shit. Otherwise, if one side doesn't like you and you go to their outpost, then you'll be shot on sight, either by the turrets or by the NPCs. Alright, so let's go over the missions. For CFP, they'll give you both hauling missions and mercenary missions. The only mercenary mission that the CFP offers in the beginning are pilots in distress missions, either in asteroid clusters or around asteroid bases. They do offer an introductory mission called Establishing Security, which involves clearing one of their outposts of bad guys, but I've only seen it show up when I was at the Stand Gateway. The distress missions involves flying to an asteroid cluster or base and protecting a civilian cargo ship from a swarm of small hostile ships. It's doable with the starter ship, I've done it many times, although I've also failed many times. If one of the enemy ships shoots a missile at you, you're kinda cooked if you're flying a starter ship like I was. They also offer hauling missions, which I never did because I only had a Mustang, and salvage missions, which I never did because I don't have a Vulture. So I only did the mercenary missions. For Headhunters, they have three types of mercenary missions: Deep Space Hit, Reputation Management, and Kill the King. Deep Space Hit involves flying to and infiltrating an asteroid base to kill a specific target. Reputation Management involves flying to a derelict outpost and killing everyone there, and Kill the King involves killing a specific target at an outpost. They also have three unverified mercenary missions as well. One involves turning the lights off at an asteroid base, which has no payout, so I'm assuming the reward is purely rep. There's two initiation missions, which are like the reverse of Pilot in Distress, where you have a specific target to kill. I should also mention, Headhunters have salvage missions as well, similar to the CFP. Now if you want to make good money doing mercenary missions in Pyro, you're eventually gonna have to choose a side. As you can see, I've progressed to applicant tier for CFP, and if you look at the missions, the CFP missions have disappeared. Looking at the Bounty Hunter tab, to progress, I have to do a mission against the Headhunters, and the same thing in the Unverified Mercenary tab. In fact, I can't do any other missions for them like hauling or salvaging until I complete one of these missions. Right now it's not clear if that will still be the case for 4.0 proper. and I assume this also applies to headhunters as well. I say assume because I never got that far with headhunters, not yet at least. Grinding rep for CFP was a massive pain in the ass, cause it turns out Star Citizen is still incredibly buggy. From missions not updating, to the target ship being teleported to the middle of nowhere, to the quest marker not even popping up so I had to guess which cluster the ship is in, and if I was right, I'll be too far from the ship that will blow up before I reach it, and this is in addition to getting cheesed by missiles. But here are some missions from CFP and headhunters from players who have picked a side. And it's not just mercenary missions, there's also new salvage missions as well. The main difference between CFP and headhunter mercenary missions, as far as I can tell, is that allies and civilians will spawn in CFP missions, whereas I've never seen allies or civilians spawn in headhunter missions, despite the objective saying not to harm them. But even after you pick the side, you can still change your mind. I believe for CFP it would be in the bounty hunter tab called It's Not Too Late, which again involves blowing up headhunter ships, and for headhunters it would be a mission called Catch a Word Real Quick. There are unverified missions for both sides that do the same thing. Now I haven't done those missions yet, but according to this comment on Reddit, if you do one of those missions and switch sides, you'll automatically be put back to a full applicant rank, so at least you're not forced to grind through the neutral and applicant tiers. So I have some notes to go over. When I first did the CFP mission, it bugged, and I couldn't finish it, so I failed, and as a result, CFP became hostile to me, which seems kinda severe. And the only way the CFP gave me missions was when I started completing headhunter missions, and the missions CFP gave me were the flip missions, you know, the ones I mentioned earlier. So if you failed both your first CFP and headhunter missions, you may be locked out of mercenary missions in Pyro entirely. Of course I never tested it because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to make this video. However, if you did get on the bad side of either faction before you decide to commit to one, there is a quick way to make them both neutral again, and that is to fail a mission. When I failed a headhunter mission after completing a couple of them, CFP were no longer hostile to me, and I was able to do their missions again. This was something I discovered by accident, and is by no means a guarantee that it works, but it worked for me. And that's everything I know so far about the Citizens for Prosperity and Headhunters in Star Citizen. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe and ring that bell. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these new factions, and who would you join? I'm curious. I'll be doing a deeper dive into each of these factions and check out their money-making potential, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Although with the grind and Star Citizen being Star Citizen, there's a good chance I'll throw my hands in the air and move on to something else. And right now, 4.0 preview for a lot of people is very buggy. I myself have ran into a lot of issues like the error 318 bug, which if that's affecting you too, then I have a video for that linked in my description, which still works for me almost 2 years after I made that video. In the meantime, if you want to know how to go into Pyro to do these missions, then I highly recommend you watch this video right here.
It actually went to Raymond. Raymond got it. Which one of you is my caterpillar? Which one of you is the right caterpillar? There we go. Yeah, Mabutu, and that's what I'm waiting on right now with my other one. Is it Wade? You know, I do need to do those missions. In fact, I need to figure out who has the purple paint, and something tells me it's probably headhunters. Oh, does it, Luna? I did not know that. What do these guys even want? I did, Wade. I did finish save stance, and I got the guns and everything. Interesting. Okay, what is going on? Why is everybody asking about the whole sea today? Was there an update with the whole sea that I don't know about? Because Astro, you are like the 12th person to ask if I'm going to do the whole sea today.
Whatever you say.
All right. Did my cargo survive? Huh. 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 Right, I bought that. I bought that before logging out. Right, that's where all that is. Okay. I was trying to, because I was...
Tonight on Top Hanger.
As an impromptu club room, complete with snazzy lighting. What a jolly shindig. We also have a crew quarters. I guess they're sufficient. Compared to the luxury Origin crew quarters, these are lacking in terms of comfort, but everyone gets a standard issue scratchy blanket, so that's fun. I have found that the engine bay doubles as a meditation pond for the days that just get a little bit too much. Perhaps we can have a biotech company invent some sort of koi that can thrive in coolant for just a little bit of added pizzazz, but it's hardly a comparison with the spas you'll get in the jump. Mr. Trick there, I think. The cargo bay, great for lazy people with handy lifts here and there. Saves wear and tear on the knees and any sort of hard work moving larger boxes around. But it's hardly a comparison to the Origin storage systems that will fully extend out of the ship and are properly lit. There's also a hangar and a brig somewhere, but I can't find them. That pretty much covers it. Oh, hello. Are you lost as well, Jack?
I'm too much of a man to admit that, Augie. But yeah, do you know where is the bridge?
No. What I can tell you is a better name for this ship. I hereby dub this vessel the RSI Corridor.
Well, I've found it. Took me half an hour, but here it is. I'm not as pessimistic as Augie back there. I think this is a wonderful machine. It has so many engines. How can it be bad? Welcome to the Flying Castle then. Fully destroying Drake ships left, right and center. In my eyes, we the viewers are the winners. Jump from Stanton to Oh, he's gonna talk to the camera again. Can't help this guy. Well, let me start by saying my apologies to all the Drake owners. Now, personally, I love Drake. The Cuddy is my second most flown ship after Nomad. So, in a way, I'm actually trying to
No, Jeremy here didn't have to die.
That's right. He could have spawned right here, right now.
Inside the Ursa Medivac, or as we call it, the Nursa.
The Nursa.
Nursa. So, get your Nursa now. Set your spawn point inside the bed.
And revive. Re-engage. Respawn. Reset.
Retry. Redo. Regrow. Retro.
Retro?
You said 4 words, so I had to say 4 words. Anyway, Ursa Medivac, because regen was always the plan.
Buy now and get 2 med guns and 4 med pens free. Available on installments.
Cut and back up.
Oh, man, that was a long one.
Good job, guys. See you in the next one.
Did he sound like a kid to you?
Yeah, that's your 10-year-old son.
Right.
Man, I love these open spaces.
That's the best thing about being a Nursa medic. Just stay chill.
Yeah, I want to write a poem about it.
Hey guys, I need to spawn soon. Bring the Nursa in range.
Aha! Finally, some action.
Nursabots, back and roll out.
Let's go.
Vamos!
Yeah!
Yeah, I got nothing else, man.
Right. Let's go then. This is so much fun. It drives so well.
Man, dual suspension, triple axles, 6x6. Yeah, man, coolest thing ever.
The coolest thing will be to take it off-roading. Just some old school 4x4 action. Dunes, left, right, up, down. Ooh, that was a big one, but that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, slow down. Stop. Hey, aren't we in range yet? Shouldn't Jared be respawning by now?
You morons! You ran over me!
Honest to God, he felt like off-roading.
Ursa Medivac, because regen was the plan. Sort of.
I work hard, day in, day out. Put myself on the line to keep moving forward, grinding the never-ending struggle for more and
Unbelievable.
and more.
We made it. Of course, everything is wrong settings, but we do the bare minimum just to avoid any crash as possible. And one thing that we need to is probably not here, but in the graphics settings. Off. Camera shake off. What was it? Field of view. It's a slider. Here. Field of view. Alright, so it's way too late. Time to go to bed. But we will. Yeah, that's what we thought.
we have the wrong settings, of course. We are now on UHD. So first thing is we have a look into our inventory. So some stuff stayed. What is important? This small thing stayed. The mobile glass stayed. Armor and guns we expected because this is just usual stuff. And what we want to find is a railgun. And if that railgun is here at checkmate, that would mean that all the stuff that was not here is now here. So what do we have? Red alert stuff. It's kind of fun. You can pledge for this stuff, but we just have it. Have it in terms of we found it. Let's see if we recognize the railgun. Page 1. Up until now it looks like everything is here because there is way too much stuff here. Here, this is the railgun, yeah, and then a specific one, Night Stalker. So that means everything, yeah, absolutely everything moved to here. And here are the sniper rifles. These are actually, we put those to Tesla because we wanted to do some hunting videos. But at least we have verified that everything moved to the new location as we know it. So let's see what we have here. Even the tables are here. That means we do not need to move it. They came with us. And here we got scraper modules for the vulture. Everything is here. Something that is reliable when it comes to Star Citizen, that the repositioning of every item, besides ammo that is lost, but everything else works as intended. Alright then, so then we will gonna check a little bit slow here. We're gonna check what is yeah, we came back home somewhere around 6 p.m. and we started try to get into the verse for now 6 hours in total, and we made it into a hab that doesn't open the door.
That's why when you buy a ship, you better know what you're buying. I learned that lesson the hard way. Respawning at a space station is no way for a loot goblin to be. I wish I had bought the red cutlass. But now, with a small investment, all my regrets are behind me. Drake, Gafferty, the best pawn this side of Stanton.
Sold complimentary with every Drake Cutlass Black.
This is the UEE. Halt your speed. Halt!
That is one intense battle.
Damn, we must be kicking their asses.
How come?
Well, no one is respawning.
Oh yeah! Wow! Man, we're gonna win this one!
Oh, I bet there will be a massive party at the base tonight.
Hells yeah, brother!
A few hours later.
So boys, did you kick ass or what happened?
You imbeciles, you parked the nurse out of range.
So, guys...
We all died.
Well, at least it wasn't a 30k, right?
I might need the medevac! Not the face! Not the face!
I'm gonna tell Chris Roberts! Save me, Chris! Release the squadron!
Ursa Medivac, because regen was the only plan.
This suit needs more padding! Ah!
Yeah, funny stuff.
Attention! Please direct your attention towards the front gates. One of our guests has completed their rehabilitation and is being released. Good luck back in the world, civilian.
I am doing my part.
What's in your blood? Watch the next video ad-free thanks to our sponsor Screws. Conditions don't apply on YouTube ads.
This can be a good story, you know. This will be good, you know. Just like the real experience, yeah.
Yeah, just keep rolling.
We're ready to shoot? Yeah.
That's how you wanted me to say?
Yeah.
That's how you wanted me to say?
Yeah, look.
And this is...
Look into the camera, please.
Yeah.
So you're good to go?
Let's go. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, we just keep rolling.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
My name is Derek, Wild Derek. I was born here on Port Holisa, and this is my story. They also call me Ollie.
Looks pretty similar to Seraphim.
Port Holisa, born out of a dream of a spacefaring accountant with a penchant for zero-gravity croquet and asteroid put-put golf, is known to wider cosmic beings as commonly as 3 Ringed Station, or the Fast Station. or the station where you cannot regenerate, or the station where you don't have to take permission to take off. You get my meaning. This station, amidst all its eccentricities, is also home to an anomaly. Ollie, the only child to have been born on Port Olisa. He's not a child now, I mean. There are no children in Star Citizen. He's quite grown up, you know. But for the purposes of this fake video, yeah.
My mama was pregnant with me, very pregnant, but she couldn't leave the station. Not because of her belly's gravity, but because of her webbed feet. Uncle Joe tried to find a space shuttle to take her to a clinic, but Pop, I come 2 weeks early. I'm the only child born on this station. Yeah, it was illegalized after that, you know, to be born on this station. No med base, you see.
We always wanted medbase, but other things keep taking priority, you know. Stores, merchandise, Scotland 42. It's a long list. It's a long list. And he's been a good kid, you know, running around, being a good chap. What's his name? Ollie. Ollie. Great kid.
That's where I was born, right there. Cold metal floor, very reflective. And cold. Did I say cold? I like to come here. It's nice for the station people to keep my place of birth.
Oh, we don't know where he was born. I think we built a dumpers depot there.
The details of my childhood are quite inconsequential. Very well, where do I begin? My father was a miner out of Lowville, waiting around Aaron Halo and stealing other people's refinery jobs relentlessly. My mother was a 15-year-old pirate with a rented Cutlass Black. Both liked to stand on the chairs. My father would mine, he would drink, hang around pool tables and look over people's shoulders as they claimed ships. He would make outrageous claims like he invented the Nine Tails. Sometimes he would accuse admin staff of being lazy, the sort of general malaise that only the genius possess and the insane lament. My childhood was typical. Days in the stores, shoplifting, nights on the pads, manual labor. In the spring we'd make cat helmets. When I was insolent, I was made to sleep with half-naked people. Pretty standard, really. I still do it sometimes. At the age of 12, I received my first ship. At the age of 20, a UAE security guard named Zimbini ritualistically tore my ship apart. There really is nothing like an EV in a sperm suit. It's breathtaking. I suggest you try it.
But now the space debris of fate has taken a turn for the cruel. The powers that be have decided to bring in a new space station with amenities, burritos, double hot dogs, unfinished features, and a promise of soon. Port Olisa will be no more. For many a SpaceX, its progress, advancement, expansion, innovation, and many other adjectives of the same nature. It's a promise of persistent future and maybe cargo features. But for one soul, it's personal. It's his home. Ollie hasn't taken this news very well.
Ollie, don't do this! Don't do it, man! Don't jump! Hey, mister, do you want to kill me?
Oh, that hurts. Oh, kid loves the drama. He's always running around, fancy imagination. Great kid, you know. What?
But he's really trying to do it. Yeah, he's trying to kill himself. True story.
Oh, I thought he was doing it for the entertainment. I thought he was on our payroll. We have a lot of visitors here these days, you know. What were those papers that I signed? Gloria!
As the day of judgment approaches for Port Olisar, many a self-obsessed spacefaring, simple-minded creatures flock to this station to meet this young man and have a piece of history enshrined. But mostly they're here for the farewell Port Olisar badge.
Oh, the refineries here are great here, like I always. It's a long trip, very long trip, but I still like to come here with all my...
Even quieter than our videos.
So there's auto docking that I could just hold N and do. You can also do it manually if you want the freaking style points, I guess.
Of course.
Part of me wants the freaking style points.
I mean, it is a free ship.
It is a
Hello citizens and welcome back. In today's video I want to take a closer look at Star Citizen's release quality and how the game could be tested before release, as well as some generic information about software testing from the point of view of a developer. There are currently about 11,000 bugs active on the issue council, but is there anything CIG could have done to prevent these bugs from finding their way into the release? What tools and methods are available to them? As always, if you like this video, sacrifice a like and a comment to the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for more. And here's a shout out to our amazing patrons and channel members for their support of the channel and everything else I do. So, what can developers do to test their code? If you're a developer, you can probably skip this section because it deals with a lot of the basics. Also, don't you have tests to write? And a related side note for each refinery method is manual testing each pull request or merge request. And
I was checking to see if I still had the cargo that I bought in 4.0, you know, to test to see if it persisted, and it did not persist. But I do have all that.
This is interesting if cargo persists.
Yeah, no, like the whole C is all right when it works. It just doesn't always work. And yes, they are food bars for humans. See, Mobutu, like I don't think I need a humidifier because I live in Arkansas. And Arkansas is pretty humid. Like if anything, you might need a dehumidifier here.
Welcome to the A-class vehicle retrieval system.
Okay, so that's selling out of the regular cats. We'll take the pirate.
Your vehicle has been released into the game.
Mobutu, don't tempt me. Listen, man, like I want the thing to work. And I know in the future there will be times that I do either unmelt it or buy it in-game to test it out. And then I will be hurt by it. But I'm not doing it today. Like, I would like to. But I've been hurt by a lot of things in my life that I went back to. And I don't want the whole sea to be one of them.
Yeah, it looks like as if cargo stayed. That would be awesome. That would mean even RMCs and construction material will remain.
No, Gruff, I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Hello, pirate caterpillar. One day you'll get moved and you'll be useful. No, yeah, sure, Mabutu, it makes for great content. But, like, let's think about my bottom line. Like, I'd like to save up enough money that I could give somebody the cash in-game to buy a caterpillar, you know? Get them trucking, get them on their feet. And if I keep losing money, I can't do that. Yes, Apple, this is the Foundation Festival skin. I put it on my pirate caterpillar. You know why? Because it has the one color on it that pirates like. Steel.
Yeah, time to go to bed. 11 p.m.
You didn't like that
No gaming here. Oh, Fox. Fox just read your message. I am quitting Star Citizen. Doesn't sound good. Up until now, we can say, yeah, we are not impressed on what they delivered, but we also can say we didn't do much yet. We tried since 6 p.m. to get into with both of our accounts. Still not in, as you can see, loading. And we could retry, but yeah, it is 11 p.m. now. And we thought tonight would be a day or a night where we can go to bed as normal people would do. Yeah, but gotta say, I've missed your stream today. I got a message in my mailbox, and there was that you were streaming, and you already finished. And I think you don't have video on demand activated, so I couldn't watch what you streamed, but maybe next time I will catch you. No, you did not? Okay, it was a short thing. Not sure.
I think we'll get the ironclad at defense camp.
Okay, yeah, doesn't sound good.
Right now, we're all out of Drake ships. And we have to have a Drake ship for Halloween so we can get the
Yeah, on the other account we wanted to find out, I mean, there are people playing, they are inside, and even those guys who are streaming right now, Space Trucker, he's able to, and he just revealed that even trading goods remained in the inventory, which is nice for him. But it was fun. We met him. No, we didn't met him. We missed each other. We did some cargo trading stuff for our test run, and he came on the same shot, and we were finishing off, and then we watched his stream and figured out that he was on the same, and he had no issues at all, had no elevators, and we had so many, couldn't load. It's kind of weird, as if it's not really personalized, but as if some people have issues on the same chart and others do not. Yeah, that is frustrating. Yeah, but you cannot do much. You can deinstall the RSI launcher and the installation directory of Star Citizen and app data and temp files and everything, and completely start from scratch. It should work. We do not see any reason. And this is what we need to do every time when we get a new release. We want to configure our attributes, and we know that we cannot portate the old version into the new ones, because sometimes they implement new features and whatnot, and when we bring old stuff in, that will have some issues. So we are completely aware every time when a new patch is, we need to reset every single setting, every single keybind once more, just to have a proper game. And there are few stuff we absolutely need, and that is mouse inversion. What we also would like to have is full screen. I mean full screen, widescreen, 10-200, and not a full screen UHD. Another stuff. And every time when we configure these settings, even we think of, game crashes. And after the first crash, we cannot get back in like now. With reset, we mean set to the settings we need to have in order to be able to play. Like the mouse inversion, if we do not have mouse inversion, we cannot play. We are not able. Another thing that is absolutely necessary is field of view. We need to set that to the max. Even on a UHD monitor max, we cannot see stuff. We are just limited in the view. That's why we need to have widescreen configuration. Yeah, this is most important, as long as we are on foot. And then there is other settings during the flight, like do not wait for getting out of the seat, do not wait to switch to nav and SCM mode, stuff like that. Toggle open all doors. Yeah, tell me, where is the shader folder? Everybody's talking about the shader folders. Oh, that's gonna be difficult. Yeah, here we have no Star Citizen, but what we have is an RSI launcher. Going over to the roaming. Here we also have no Star Citizen. Local now, also not. Yeah, we have a little bit difficult computer setup. We have multiple Windows user here, for example. The user Rathon has a Star Citizen folder from today. In local, but Nomadoc has not. It might be that Nomadoc has none because we didn't made it so far yet. That might be possible. Or we are just too tired and cannot, too tired and cannot read. What's the name inside? One folder. I can't imagine that shaders should be that much of an issue. It's also interesting, this one, Star Citizen, is with small letters, and the other user has capital letters at the beginning. What we also had was really interesting. With one account, one launcher, we needed to install 4.0.1, and with the other one, it was an update. Okay, we will follow that advice. Yeah. We have no issues. But that doesn't work. And looks like as if was there a reload? Oh. Yeah, now it looks different. Oh, what did we do? Or what did we not do?
I do like all this violin I'm getting. Yeah, no worries, biker. I'll be dropping this stuff off at Gaslight and then heading back to Rat's Nest.
It is set. Oh, this one needs to be 1. Yeah, even if it can load, we will go to bed. It is after 11. Yeah, have you checked out Misfortune?
Hello there. So
Today are some players, or had been some players online with the Misfortune, and we were thinking about should we pledge or not, and then decided no. Yeah, we thought a second ship that does the same like the Vulture, it is just not worth. Yeah, we checked other people's videos on YouTube, and beside Tomato, Space Tomato, we haven't found anybody that actually said it is good. But some could log in, some could play like they usually do. Nothing special, nothing fancy, nothing bad. Better or worse than before. Yeah, we should have spent our evening with editing footages for the channel. We should have created our website. Yeah, I can show you what the website looks like now. No man's space. Yeah, this is how it looks like in development. Yeah, that would be nice. In general, the old ships, they could get a lift off. Lift off, is that the word? Refreshing. Yeah, we will be right back. Alright, this is it for tonight. Yeah, completely agree. It is basically copy-paste and a little bit modified. But the automatic printing function, that is nice. What also would be nice is if there's some modular MISC ship where you have like the base model, the new fortune model, and you can, like upgrading, remove the cargo grid and attach the cargo pods holder. Yeah, but maybe it doesn't work because RMC's construction material is completely different stuff than mining goods. Yeah, we go to bed. We see us somewhere, sometime. We wanted to grind for a little bit money again, and we actually did. We have now almost 2 million again for trading, and we could verify one trading route with one good so far, but we need to have 2.5 million at least to do the proper route we wanted to test out. And the plan was to make these 2.5 million, as in total 2.5 million until Friday evening, because it might be that we have a meeting on Friday with a guy who wants to do some hauling stuff, and while we are grinding in the ranks, we thought it would be nice to have someone helping us. Yeah, see you later. Oh, we are in with the wrong settings.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
Yeah, I thought I were heading to bed as well. I want to find out, this is the other account, we want to find out if we get the ship we pledged for. Now that, yeah, it is the first time with this account. With Nomad I could log in, but we woke up in a hab. The door didn't open, so we needed to exit, come back, and yeah, never come back. And here, that's why we are at Orison. This account for bounty hunting we chose
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Orison, and we want to find out if the ship we pledged for is here, because it is a beginner's ship for bounty hunting.
Crusader Industries is happy to offer free and last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Looks like, yeah. But if that is the case, yeah, we will find it out tomorrow. Yeah, this is always the danger. When you try and try and try and think, oh, now you quit, now you go to bed, and then you do one more try and then it works. And we want to have short paints, if you know where we can get them.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
What the fuck? Why do we have a constellation Taurus? Free ship, and the only one thing is this one we want. This time we actually would give CIG an excuse if they leave the Taurus instead of our pledged ship. We would take the deal. Yeah, because the paint is here, it is listed. But the guns are not those we pledged for. It really looks like as if the Taurus is part of our fleet. Is it because the rental contract was still ongoing on the time, or at the time they released the patch?
Welcome
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been. Please visit us again.
Let me check on the inventory. Yeah, all the stuff is here. Weapons. There should be a railgun somewhere. Is it our ship? No, it's not. But we got the towers, so we do not complain anymore.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrievals. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Your vehicle.
Let's check money. 1.2, that is okay. Reputation. State. Yeah. Okay. Not that bad. But now having the towers in the fleet, the 325 is completely obsolete. Or what we can say is,
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
the Intrepid is obsolete. And the Aurora, no idea where the Aurora come from. It was just there. Do you have ships in your fleet
Goodbye.
that you haven't pledged for? It's weird. The inventory sucks a bit. Or this undersuit is not made for. Interesting. Yeah, not that bad. Not what we expected, but not that bad. Jesus. Alright, so definitely. No, definitely. See ya soon. Adios, buenas noches.